Hi there, and welcome to This Day in History for June 14th. June 14th is the 165th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 166th in leap years, with 200 days remaining to the end of the year. This is Flag Day in the United States, and we'll talk a little bit more about that shortly. Today's word is heterochromia. Heterochromia is a noun that means different colored eyes in the same person. For example, a person might have a blue eye and a brown eye, or maybe one eye has a distinctly different section of color in the iris. In the cases where one eye is completely different colored from the other eye, that's called heterochromia iridum. In the case where one iris has a section that's a different color from the rest, like a pie chart, that's called heterochromia iridis. There's also a third type of heterochromia called central heterochromia, where one iris may have an inner ring that's a different color, like spikes or a sunburst, radiating outward from the middle. Heterochromia may be present from birth or acquired later on. Heterochromia may be caused by one of several genetic traits or may develop later on as a result of an acquired condition or due to injury. Usually harmless, it's still important to ferret out the cause just to be sure. The word heterochromia comes to us as a combination of Greek words that mean other or different, hetero, and color, chromia. Heterochromia, different color. The Oxford English Dictionary's earliest evidence for use of the word heterochromia is from 1889, and that was in a publication called Ophthalmic Review. Heterochromia. Now, if you have a word you'd like us to examine in this Word of the Day segment, drop it in the comments. We'll take a look at it. And with that, on June 14th, 1775, the Continental Army was established by the Continental Congress, marking the birth of the United States Army. June 14th is Flag Day, a holiday celebrated on June 14th in the United States, commemorating the adoption of the flag of the United States on June 14, 1777, by a resolution of the Second Continental Congress. The flag resolution stated that the flag of the 13 United States be 13 stripes, alternate red and white, that the Union be 13 stars, white in a blue field, representing a new constellation. Happy Flag Day. This is the birthday of Austrian ophthalmologist Dr. Ernst Fuchs, born June 14, 1851 in Vienna, Austria. He's quite significant to the field of ophthalmology and is particularly known for several maladies that have been named after him, like Fuchs heterochromia iridocyclitis, Fuchs dystrophy, which is a progressive chronic disorder of the cornea, and Forster-Fuchs spot, which is a degeneration of the macula in cases of high myopia. Dr. Fuchs saw a lot of eyes in the course of his career, did a good bit of research, and wrote the textbook of ophthalmology, which has been the most extensively used reference book in ophthalmology worldwide. I certainly remember seeing a copy of that book in my dad's office, as he was an ophthalmologist. Dr. Fuchs' work was translated into many languages and has been helpful around the world. Dr. Fuchs passed in 1930 at the age of 79. Hawaii became a United States territory on June 14, 1900. Pennsylvania became the first and only state of the United States to celebrate Flag Day officially as a state holiday on June 14, 1937. Now we have a playlist of episodes for this day in history, as well as a playlist of single subjects called How About That? And words of the day in a playlist called There's a Word for That, all right here on this channel, and I'll leave links to those playlists for you. Today's song is Sister Goldenhair by America. Written by founding member of the band Jerry Beckley, Sister Goldenhair appears on America's fifth album, Hearts, and was their second song to hit number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Mr. Beckley says there's not an actual Sister Goldenhair, but that the lyrics were inspired by the works of Jackson Browne. That said, the song has been described as the story of a guy who's found love at last but doesn't necessarily want to get married, which kind of seems to sum up the 1970s. Sister Goldenhair by America. Link in the description. Alrighty, thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That description lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include a link to my blog page that's called No Really. You can also find me on Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey. All those links in that description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Alrighty, back to work. I think we got it this time.